It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 35 hit, he dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready. Viking 18.
Now they'll audible to something else. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 22. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set. Pat. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Let's go.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Come on, come on. 19, go.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12 yards.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Pass complete there in the Nakua. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Patton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Back to throw again. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Touchdown, LA! Arian Smith, 53 yards. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6. He'll find Metcalf. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Let's go now.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Up the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Luther Burden, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well,
that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Here we go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing to start the drive. Patton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready,
Now the first carry here for the running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on. 60 vices. Hey, man, Bronco.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Ready, break. Ready. Hot 70, hot, go. Ready.
They run on first down with Jackson. Tackled there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go now. That's all 80.
Looking to throw. Patton. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, LA! Jamison Williams, 33 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He's going to try and take off with it. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready? Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. 25, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden...
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Come on, come on.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go, Jack.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. It's caught left side, Burden. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Cowboy 80.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to throw the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready. Steady.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Ready, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Eagles 17. Pinheiro set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. We predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
At the 28-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Get it. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Go!
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Deputy! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Barkley, inside handoff. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 1. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got his man, it's Williams. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ready! Rocco 80. Ready!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 2. This is caught by Williams. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Unlock Lions! Unlock Lions!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back to throw. Patton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Gotta be line, prove it, my team. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Patton. He'll try and do this himself. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And bulldozing his way through.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Rams' 27-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the give, it's Tracy. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Ready, break.
For an Eagles first down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and goal at the 4-yard
19,
line.
Tiger, 19.
Right back to Tracy. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down by
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Ready. Viking 8, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
19 Lions.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Operating from the gun. Patton into the hands of Williams across the formation. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now an audible here into something else. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Ready, set.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Patton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew there were time getting short. They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, fourth quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come on. Set. Touch the Eagles. 19 Tiger. Ready, right?
Up the middle with Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
At the 30-yard line.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Cowboy. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He's got this complete to Burden. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
7 Pirates. Let go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. 65.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. Patton. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 31.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Got it. Ready? Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hubbard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
70 Lions.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 60 Vices, 60 Vices. Check. Alert, alert. Huh.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you the jump.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Go, Reed, go! Go!
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing low, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Viking 18.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.